Again, we have a Big Ten matchup here.
Yeah. Definitely these guys have seen each other a few times in the past last year and will a few more times this year. This could be a preview right here of the Big Ten and, potentially NCAA finals. There's a couple other guys that'll have something to say about that, but definitely a big matchup right here.
Schlatter beat Churella twice last year.
Yes, he did. Schlatter got beat, and this is where he's good at re-attacking. After a guy attacks him, great catching a guy going out or running his go behind. Here you see a takedown.
1 point escape for Josh Churella.
What Dustin wants to do is go forward and get somebody to take a shot where he can either spin for a go behind or catch him, retreat and get to his leg attack like he did right there in that situation. He's got tremendous defense.
Well, what an outstanding match here at 149 pounds. We have a 2-1 match. Schlatter leading Churella with 1:40 to go in the first period.
Yeah, what you see now is some hand fighting going on. They're working for position, also trying to wear each other down. You get a dominant tie, and you want to wear a guy down, and it'll pay dividends later in the match.
Dustin Schlatter is a 2-time Big Ten champion. He was the first freshman to win a national championship in Minnesota history in the 2006 NCAA finals. He has 65 match winning streak snapped last year in the national semifinals, finishing 3rd.
1 minute.
His winning streak as a freshman through his sophomore year, second longest in Minnesota. That's saying something, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think probably Tim Hartung's probably got the longest one. 2-time NCAA champion for Minnesota in his own right, and now assistant coach at Iowa State, who wrestling fans realize is one of the top programs right now themselves.
30 seconds.
Josh Churella out of Michigan, 2-time All-American, NCAA finalist at 149 pounds in 2007. Lost in overtime, 3-1 to Edinburgh's Gregor
Gillespie, yeah.
Gillespie, yeah. He was a Big Ten champion as a freshman. These guys, amazing wrestlers in their early careers.
Yeah, we could sit here and talk the whole match about their credentials without even calling any action. That's what these guys have done is right up there with anybody. See pretty good action here in the first period, really.
All right, that ends the first period with Schlatter leading 2-1 as we go to the second period. Churella takes the defensive position to begin the second round.
And he's going to go down here, and Schlatter's got a pretty good tight waist himself. It's pretty good from the top position. Once he flattens the guy out, he didn't really get the chance there. Churella's out of there.
Churella's been away twice with just 4 seconds. I got to tell you, these are 2 amazing wrestling specimens out here, boy. These guys are built, they're quick, powerful, man.
Yeah, they are.
Here comes the warning for stalling against Schlatter.
Well, that'll, the crowd, it sounds like a couple people are pretty excited to hear that. They want to see some wrestling, so that might speed the match up. They're in the middle of the mat again here, hand fighting and working for a position, trying to get a setup to a leg attack. Coach, we got Mark Churella here working in the corner for coaching his son here. And Churella starts to push the action, runs him out of bounds there.
I hear the referee had a few words with the wrestlers there in the center. I'm sure he's asking them to pick the pace up.
Oh, that's good. People want to see action, so it's always good from a fan standpoint. Of course, the guys out there are really using a lot of energy. And we'll see what happens here if conditioning comes into play. They both look fairly stable right now in their conditioning. But the third period could be
10 seconds.
could be a different thing.
5 seconds.
Like Schlatter caught a finger in the eye there. 4 seconds left in the second period. The match is tied 2-2.
Yeah, 2-2. Now I would think he's going down here. I would think he's going to take the bottom position here. It's 2-2. Riding time is not a factor at this point.
So the red wrestler, Minnesota, Dustin Schlatter, is tied now 2-2 with Josh Churella in the blue, Michigan blue.
He's to his feet, but he's not away, and now he's returned to the mat. Churella trying to work to get his leg in. He's got the leg in. Ref should probably call the top man for stalling. He's got to return him. He's going to get called again.
He kept that cross body right on as they went up into the standing position and picked up a warning for
Yeah,
stalling.
and it's going to be the top man's obligation to return him, and he does that time.
Now we have 33 seconds of riding time with it clicking away now in Churella's favor.
Going the other way, yeah. Up to 39 seconds here with a minute 12 in the match. So he has been warned for stalling from the top position.
So now Churella's going to try to ride him at least for another 21 seconds and get that 1 point riding time advantage.
Yeah, then even if Dustin were able to get out of the bottom, it's essentially a tie match should he hold his riding time. He's away. He's away here. He didn't make that minute, 47. So it's
win it on his feet here.
It's 3-2. Keep in mind that Schlatter has been warned himself. He's been warned himself, so you could see that to come into play here. Cody Olson's been pretty liberal with the stall calls thus far tonight in the early going of these matches.
I think we're going to get a stalemate call, bring them back to their feet. Schlatter leading 3-2 with 40 seconds. Riding time is not a factor. So the score is as it appears.
And yeah, 3-2. Riding time is not going to be a factor. Schlatter's pretty content here on the edge. He's got a controlling tie and being on the edge here. Just killed some clock. There's 22 seconds left.
Churella can win this with a takedown and ride his opponent out. Schlatter just has to avoid the stalling call now to win the match. It looks like they're treating Schlatter over there for a little bloody nose.
Yeah, he's got a bloody nose. I'm sure Coach Morgan over there is making him aware of the situation. 22 seconds left. You've been warned for stalling. You got a 1 point lead. Getting a little bit of coaching in there right now too as he gets cleaned up. Of course, Rich Slofelt, the trainer over there, is a former wrestling trainer here at the University of Oregon himself. Stalemate there. Going to give him a fresh start.
12 seconds. Churella's running out of time in this bout. And now Schlatter's starting to bring some action.
You're going to see him hand fight there. And he's keeping his position where it needs to be.
Looks like Schlatter's got another one under his belt, winning 3-2. That was lots of action for very little scoring.
Yeah.
Outstanding match.
3-2 match here. One takedown made the difference. Early first minute of the